Judge Judy, let me ask you a question. What is her real name? Do you know? I mean, you say, well, yeah, it's Judy. Well, what is her full name, her proper name? It is Judith Susan Shineland. Okay, now you know. If that comes up in a trivia game, you got it. You can thank me. What is her net worth? Well, according to People magazine, she has a net worth of $480 million. I can't even imagine how much money that is, but it's a lot of money. She is, I'm guessing, not on anybody's welfare rolls. I didn't know they paid people that much money to shriek, but apparently she's really good at shrieking, and so she gets $480 million. Okay, give credit where credit is due. She is highly intelligent. She's a smart person. She managed to leverage a career in some courtroom somewhere, I think it was in New York City, into a mega $1 million empire. Yeah, people like that I admire. But we're not talking about that because she's got a lot of money, but we're talking about it because Judge Judy has endorsed Nikki Haley, former governor of South Carolina, for president of the United States. Does anybody know what Nikki Haley's real name is? I've heard it, but I don't think I could pronounce it. If I could remember it, but I can't. All right, so what is the substance of this? Let me scroll down to the article here. I'm actually looking at thehill.com, and this is one of the many news outlets that reported this. And the story begins by saying Judge Judy Scheindlin is issuing a ruling on who she wants to be the next president, GOP White House hopeful Nikki Haley. Notice they said issuing a ruling on. That's really clever. Thank you, good writer. I'm proud to endorse Nikki Haley because she is, hang on a second, because she is, wait a minute. She is whip smart. Bad choice of words, even for somebody as brilliant as Judge Judy. Whip is associated with slavery. Nikki Haley was governor of a southern state, South Carolina, that was steeped in slavery. By the way, did you know that William Ellison in 1860 was the largest slaveholder in South Carolina, from what I've read? Did you know that William Ellison was black? Google it. William Ellison. I think his birth name was April something. He was born a slave, somehow earned his freedom, and he himself became a plantation owner and a slave owner in South Carolina. Speaking of which, during the days of the Confederacy, they had a battle flag which they flew in South Carolina up until Haley's administration. And it was under her administration after, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, because I can get these things wrong sometime, but after she made a promise that the Confederate flag would not be taken down in South Carolina, not at the State House anyhow. I think she reneged on that. Yeah, she came down on that, if I remember correctly, and the flag came down. Can we trust this person?
Sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're a bug. Today you were the bug.
All right, Judy, yes, we admire you. You're a brilliant individual. Besides the fact that you shriek, it hurt my ears. That's why I didn't watch your show. I didn't think those shows were entertaining anyhow, but you can't say she's whip smart. You can't use any word. Like master bedroom, you can't say master bedroom because that makes you think of slavery. Slave and master, you got to call it, what do they call it? Primary bedroom. Until somebody thinks of some reason why primary is offensive, which inevitably they will. Just the way they get inside our heads. But whip smart, let's don't do that. She said she has executive credentials and was a superb governor. Now, let's pause for a moment and let's consider these three adulations heaped upon Governor Nikki Haley. And I don't have a dog in this fight. I think she probably would be, from an administrative perspective anyhow, maybe not ideologically, but I think she probably would be a good administrator. I may not like her policies, but I think she knows how to run things. Okay, we have three things: whip smart, executive credentials, and superb governor. All three of those adulations are superfluous. I mean, they don't say anything. She's whip smart. Give me an example. She has executive credentials. Well, she was a governor. Lots of people were governors. Mike Pence was governor. Mike Pence was a U.S. congressman. Mike Pence was a lot of things. So why not endorse him? He's got credentials. And he was a superb governor. Well, he was a governor. I don't know about superb, but he caved in too. Well, I'm not going to talk about that because YouTube doesn't want me to, but he did cave in, and that bothered me immensely. I don't like politicians who cave in. They take a stand on something and, you rely on them, you depend on them. It's like sitting in a chair, and then the chair collapses. Okay, the story goes on. We're back at thehill.com. Calling the former South Carolina governor and UN ambassador principled and measured. And then it goes on to say that she has the elusive quality of real common sense. So now we got 6 things. In addition to the 3 that we mentioned before, which I don't remember what they were, she's also principled, she's measured. What does that even mean? I mean, principled I can understand, but measured? What? I mean, how tall is she? What does she weigh? She's measured. What's her waist circumference? 28 inches, I guess. So, yeah, she is measured, and she has a quality of real common sense. That is so subjective. What is common sense? It's whatever you want it to be. Some people say common sense, but it's common, it's not sense. It's kind of a funny thing to say, but the point is, Judge Judy is heaping these wonderful comments on this woman that are just shallow and empty and superfluous. Basically, she's saying, I like Nikki Haley, but she doesn't give anything of substance. What? I think maybe you should do that, don't you think?
I want you to shut your mouth.
She says that I truly think she can restore America, and I believe she is the future of this great nation. How is she going to restore America? I'm for that, but doesn't every politician say they're going to restore America? I mean, Biden said something effective to that now they're going to put things right again. So restore is also subjective. It depends on one's perspective of what it needs to be restored to. What was it before that we need to make it like it was? This is that make America great again thing. Yes, America was great. What was great about it? I mean, I believe it was great, yes. And I can tell you why. Because our innovation and our industry enhance the lives of every single person on the planet. That is when America was great. But just saying she's going to restore the country, she doesn't say restore it to what? Restore it to black and white television? I don't think that's what she meant. But it could be. So, again, these things are so shallow. Haley said she, for her part, says she was, here we go again, honored to have the support of the 81-year-old Amazon freebie. I have no idea, and I guess I must be ignorant on this because I don't know what an Amazon freebie is. Apparently everyone's supposed to know it because the writer at The Hill just kind of threw it out there assuming that I would know what it means, and I don't. Do you know what it means? Tell me in the comments section because this channel is so small that I can actually read and respond to the comments. So if you want me to know what an Amazon freebie, well, I could Google it, but if you want to put it in there, please do. So she referred to Judge Judy Scheindlin, Judith Scheindlin, as a no-nonsense lady who shrieks. She didn't say that. I said that. But again, there is that empty, shallow, superfluous compliment. They're throwing these compliments back and forth. They're just kind of coming up with some word that doesn't mean anything, or doesn't have any real substance to it so they can like endorse each other. But Judy, age 81, she really, and $480 million, according to People magazine, she really doesn't need any help from anyone. As far as I know, she might need some medical help, but I don't think Nikki Haley is going to help her out there. So, and keep in mind that Scheindlin was one who endorsed Michael Bloomberg, former Republican turned Democrat. So I think the message we're getting is that Judge Judy is kind of in the middle. And if a person who is kind of in the middle is endorsing you to be president, that means there's a good possibility that you are kind of in the middle. And we don't need somebody who is kind of in the middle. We've had too many kind of in the middle Republicans, in my opinion, for way too long. I mean, I'm thinking back to Barry Goldwater was the last time we had any real nitty-gritty Republican, and he was kind of a moonbat, you know. Now, the very last thing the Judge Judy said is the one that I truly, honestly object to. And I wonder if you agree with me on this. Here is the quote, according to thehill.com. I like somebody in Washington who is not divisive. The last thing, this is my opinion, you disagree with me, but the last thing we need in Washington is somebody who is not divisive. We need divisive people. We need people with character, with grit, who know what they believe, who say if they're going to leave the flag up, they're going to leave the flag up, who if the opposing party or group, whatever they are, comes against them, they're going to take a stand because they have convictions. You need to be divisive. Listen, when Republicans and Democrats start agreeing, we're going to have problems. We need that check and balance. We need that division. We need them fighting each other. I mean, seriously, we need red versus blue. Constantly, continually, always looking over each other's shoulders. And I hate to say stabbing each other in the back. That's probably going too far. But we need that checking on each other constantly. The Republicans need to know if they screw up, the Democrats rather, are going to have it in the headlines like tomorrow morning. Well, back in the newspaper days, but now because of the internet, in the next few seconds, it'll be out there. And the Republicans need to be doing the same thing. The Democrats need to be consciously aware. I mean, it should be in the very forefront of their mind. If they screw up and get caught, the Republicans aren't going to shut up about it. They're going to be vociferous. They're going to be loud. They're going to shout it from rooftops. Democrats screwed up. We don't want them endorsing each other, supporting each other, hugging and kissing and screwing us over, because that's what they will do. We need the liberty. We need them fighting each other. Check and balance. So when Judge Judy says, I like somebody in Washington who is not divisive, I say, you like somebody who is wishy-washy, has no character, and that person apparently is Nikki Haley, at least according to her. And I wish Nikki Haley would have said, nah, Judge Judy's too wishy-washy. I don't want her endorsement. But, she's not going to do that. Nobody would do that. If you got something out of this video, why not subscribe? Become a part of our family and give us a thumbs up. Got a comment? Let us know what your thoughts are, and we'll see you all next time. Liberty.
Goodbye.